Peace, peace. All right. So I just got one of these books recently, yesterday actually, and I was like, damn, it's going in. So it just got me thinking real quick as I was reading it. A few books that if you read them, back to back or together, then you know what I'm saying. A lot of shit will come to you quickly because I mean, they tell you right in the book. So this is one right here that Moors always speak on. It's one of the first ones I ever bought. Once I woke up, if you will. This just it's all about us. Period. You see, so-called black guy, right? Okay, I just go right here since I already had it. Thus, Moors or Saracens, the Danes and other kindred races, and Gypsies were virtually the same people under different names. God damn. You see that everywhere. I see Gypsies, Egyptians. Okay, the hair black, dark brown, inclines coarseness, which your nappy-head ass is often frizzled and does not scorn or turn gray. The complexion a tawny olive compared to the Plymouth Pilgrims to was compared by the Plymouth Pilgrims to that of the Indians of North America. Mm, mm, mm. The teeth are dazzling white. The alkaline nose is overhung by strongly marked brown. See, they tried to take that alkaline nose shit. That's why originally, they try to say that's a European thing. Gypsies have already described as Moors, Saracens. You see? All right, so this is why they tell you, go get that book. You know what I'm saying? The witches are Moors. Anyway, go get the book. Go get the book. All right. Okay. In effect, these British Moors, Picts, or Gypsies, 2 or more centuries ago, were very much like the modern American Indian. Hot damn. This book was written in 1800, I think. Copyright 1990, but it was written in early 1900s, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Y'all can look that up if y'all want to. So that's one you need. You know what I'm saying? It's just one. It went in like that. Only just one. All right, what they never told you in history class, volume 1, in this Commit Kush. Kush is more as well. What I'm marking here, I don't even know. It's a while ago. Look at that, Greece and Rome founded everything from Egypt. All right, that's what that was about. It's childish. It's childish to assume science began in Greece. See, they got everything from us, people. Everything. All right. The origin of Greek philosophy. The Black Egyptians were the first teachers of ancient Greeks. All right. So get into that. This one ain't one that people talk about, but this is good, great information for your mind. It shows how the atom really functions. It's very important. It will make a lot of cosmology jump out at you. And then in this book, in the back, the reason why I recommend it, because, hold on, I think I got it marked. In the Science of the God, right? Science of God, chapter 4, first place he goes is the mystery of the Maya. All right. Now, we know the Maya is the Olmecs. And he knows that the Olmec head, right? This nigga, this Naga with this black nose and yada yada yada, is an earlier incarnation of Quasicoto. See what I'm saying? So we talking, goddamn me, they God of that land. Who look at her, who died on the cross. This was before your Jesus story, family. All right, we already had that motif over here in Quasicoto. All right. So, yeah, in this book, he breaks down Mayan artwork and shows the science in it. I mean, kudos to the brother, man, who had to copy all this shit. Like, look, they got that. I'll show you. They got see this picture? They got 10 pictures off of this one picture. And more than 10, see? Off of this right here. This stone lid, see the details? They copied it, right? He explains all in this book. The word Maya, an ancient Sanskrit word meaning illusion. Why would the people name themselves illusion? Don't even make sense. You're living in Maya. Okay? The world is Maya. So you see this one little, well, it wasn't little, it's big, carving of this lid, which was, let me see, 3 meters, 12 feet long by 7 feet, is this picture. Now they took this picture and imposed it on itself, right? And drew a whole bunch of, they got a whole bunch of artwork off of it. And then what I was saying was, they turn it on itself. See, shit, like they combine the pictures and it makes a picture. This was designed like this, family. He explains how he did it based on these. It showed it, like it tells him, like it's in the writing and the stuff that they found under the lid, how you supposed to do it and get what you supposed to get. And they did it. I mean, they not fucking stupid. So you see, it's the same picture, but it's mirrored. And then when you put them together, it creates another picture. So understand, when people were carving this stone, they already knew all this. You see, that's why you need to understand how bad the ancestors was over here. You know, Egypt. And he go in, you know, chakras, he go in. So, you know, me and another 144,000. You know, he got a Christian mind state or whatever, but, you know, what they say, chew the meat and spit out the bones or whatever. All right, this right here, When Rocks Cry Out, Horace Butler. Must read. It's a good book too, because he tell the story of how he came into the information, and then like towards the end of the book he really started dropping. And you know what I'm saying, like he like, I read this book real quick because it's not a hard read. You know, it's only like, I see 189 pages or whatever. But this book basically, family, showing how the Bible, a lot of that went on in the Bible happened in Mexico. It happened in North America. You see what I'm saying? And he proved it based on maps he done found and references and all this and all that, and cross-referencing with the Bible. So, you know what I'm saying? This, and your brother, Horace Butler, you know, Horace means Meru, came with the truth, you know what I'm saying? Bringing it back home. Now, this one right here is an esoteric study of the serpent grail. And this, oh, you know, I forgot another book. Hold on. All right, I had to get this other one because you really want to read these back to back, because it's the same story, but they, you know what I'm saying? This one more esoteric. This one is more history based in Europe, and it's talking about it's talking about Jesus, and you know, you just need to read it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of it ties into the Da Vinci Code. If you watch the Da Vinci Code and read this, watch the Da Vinci Code, then read this, right? Then read this. Okay, because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get it. Like we know the story of Jesus is mythology, those who study, but we gotta understand mythologies are based on real life stories. You understand what I'm saying? So was there a guy, you know, who got killed back over there? You read this book, man. Read this book. You can't make up everything. You know what I'm saying? So read this book. It's you know, it go in on our, and it's all about our peoples. Cause you know what I mean? And then this book's the same thing. Serpent race. I read this one a while ago, so I ain't got nothing saved, but I bet I could have found something if I just keep looking. But you know, it go into a lot of esoteric knowledge of you know, stories, serpents and classical myth. You see what I'm saying? So it go in, you know, it talk about the night god. You know, we are the night. Look at that. I just added a turn to it. One of the most interesting points about the Indian Naga, that the myth is the idea that the woman of the race, the Nagini, are strikingly beautiful. Ain't y'all? With y'all sex has. They have a shamanistic abilities. You know, the woman, the wise woman, the witch, but to shapeshift and have precious gems that granted them magical power. Man, y'all don't know the type of shit we used to be out. Look at that. Nah, I ain't gonna. Anyway, that's a form of more. I ain't gonna. You know, you'll find it out. But you understand what I'm saying? This book goes in Amarta, deathless nectar. Amarta. Okay, merit, more. Oh, hold on. place of ascension. Look at that. I do got something. The term mermaid from the Persian mar, which according to Gold is a mystical monster, maybe supposed the same as serpent, which guards the growing food. Mer, meaning place of ascension, everlasting life. Look there. You feel me? Okay, so, get these two by those two people, or those three people. All right. This book here, nigga, I could do a whole book on this book. I mean, a whole video on this book. Like, I don't, look at this. Cosmic guys, look at him. In case of our own local solar system, yeah, he doing the solar system shit, all right, because y'all know that's what y'all believe. The Pleiades, hence, it was here, so ancient tradition had it that the great primordial cosmic spirit who were actual progenitors of mankind fell and thereby metaphorically died to celestial existence. Hence, also, this state became known as Islam. Does that say Mohammed? Anything about Mohammed or Allah or anything? Right? Okay. All right. Progenitors of humankind fell, metaphorically died to celestial existence. That means the physical world. Hence, also, this state became known as Meru, which is a word for death. Thus, the myth, or rather allegory, of Merope, the ancient Greek story mentioned earlier of the seven Pleiades sisters who married the demi-mortal Sisyphus, and then mysteriously disappeared. Hence, also the widespread use among the ancients and in many languages today. Hold on, goddamn, listen. Hence, also the widespread use amongst the ancients, widespread use of the root mer or more, and in many languages today, signifying death originally, however, temporary death of the divine spark family, which fell into the lesser state. God damn. Irresponsible white people. I think I'm going to name the video Irresponsible White People. Because they are telling the truth in here. Look at that. Listen. Man, look here. Let me see what else I got in here. The Berber peoples. Libyans. Berber. Connection between the Carthaginians and Etruscans. The Sea people. Naga. All right. I was going to do something else in this, but I was going to show y'all something in another video. Look at this. Well worth mentioning the Athena, the so-called really Islamic invasion of Iberia in the early 8th century, 711, when the Moors went into Spain. So-called Islamic was not undertaken by Arabs, but by Berbers. That's Moors. In fact, cultural Islamicization of Iberia came centuries later, was driven by the so-called Arabic culture, which produced the wonderful architect town planning towards expansion knowledge, also came not from Arabia, but from modern Iraq, which was its own origin, even earlier Indo-Persian story culture. But that's another story. Look, ain't gonna go into all that shit. You see? So not by Arabs, because the Arab of today, when you think Arab, you think the pale skinned guys who, own all the corner stores. But that's not what that means. Arab was just a language. I showed that in that other book. You know what I'm saying? I showed that in this book. Yeah, you might as well go and get this one too. I'm still reading this one though. You see, the Arabization was language. See, the term Arabization is to be understood as period in a linguistic sense. Okay, no Arab blood. It was just a place in the language. Okay, same people. All right. So that's why he says so-called Islamic invasion or whatever. You feel me? All right, nigga. This is the one I just got yesterday, nigga. It's like, damn. Hey, he's just going straight in, like, I don't even know. He's just going straight in, but he ain't saying nothing Moorish. Nothing Moorish. But he, you know what I'm saying? He say African, he say Olmec was the first people. This book right here is a book that I've heard that they don't talk about, and I've never seen it in a book mentioned. Barry Fells America BC, because apparently in that book, which I don't have yet, but apparently he giving it out to niggas like we supposed to. You see what I'm saying? But Like I said, I just got this book yesterday. But you can go to. Oh, you know what? I remember I marked in the back. Yeah, I just got this yesterday. I was up last night reading. Like, I was like, damn. Okay, slowly, church power. Oh, nigga, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. First time I ever learned about this was from, of course, Moors, Taj Tariq Bey, Islam. Much appreciation, much thanks. The Intercatera, 1492. This was and became. Hold on, what? Oh, look. Okay, however, after Columbus' arrival, as described, damn, I ain't even know the thing. Described in chapter 1, the conquest of Hispaniola, which is the New World, which is over here, did not result in a large amount of gold that he was seeking. The limited amount of gold and jewelry won by the natives presented to Columbus was a result of years of accumulation. Years, he fucking us for a while. Not the large gold deposits of significant mining operations that the Spanish had hoped for. To remedy this, Columbus tried to bring slaves back to Europe. They never told you that. They never told you that. Slave trade started from stealing people from over here and taking them over there. All right? Got that shit right there. He said, but that didn't work. That's why they came over here and enslaved. Hold on. He said it in here. He says it in here. Guns and he going in on Christianity on her too. That's another thing that tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? Look at here. Okay, bam. Let me see. Moreover, few Indians. Oh yeah, look at this. Few Indians carry the gene that permits adults to die. Damn, boy, I don't even be on the thing. My bad, y'all. I'm looking in the book. Few Indians carry the gene that permits adults to digest lactose. You know why niggas are lactose intolerant? See? Okay, look at that. By contrast, swine, and they tell you don't eat that goddamn pig, mainstays of Europe or agriculture transmit anthrax, whatever the fuck that says, and those two, three, four things. Pigs breed exuberantly and can pass disease to deer and turkey, which can infect people. Only a few of De Soto's pigs would have to wander off to contaminate the forest. Look at that shit. Pigs are walking fucking nuclear power plant, and y'all eat that shit. Look at this. The untold atrocities committed by the Spanish and Portuguese and later the English struck fear into the native populations and severe notice that cooperation and conversion to Christianity was a better course than opposing them. But as the native populace soon found out, being baptized Christian was no protection at all. In his essay, Has religion made use for contribution to civilization? Question mark. Hell no. Bernard Bertrand Russell, the British philosopher, logician, mathematician, reformist, made the point when he remarked, the Catholics, Spaniards in Mexico and Peru used to baptize Indian infants. Listen to this shit. Then immediately dash their brains out. By this means, they secured that the infants went to heaven. See how fucking evil these fucking people is? You out your raggedy ass mind. You out your raggedy ass mind. The Catholic whitewash of history, the aftermath, what is being covered up. Look at that. They say he you know what I'm saying? He's saying that shit. Look, and he talking about Christian Inquisition, right? Show you where he's talking about that specifically. The government of indigenous lands. Well, he's talking about the Inquisition. This what this whole chapter is about. The legacy of conquest. You know what I'm saying? And look, in short, the conquest is still living among us. All right, this book came out in 2015. The conquest still living among us. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what he's saying? All right. They still at you, black folks, to steal your lands. The same thing. A conquest of the Moors. And he go into that on here. Oh, look at this. Shout out to the brother Sabir Bey. Once again, the swastika symbol that first arose in the Indus Valley in ancient times. The swastika and then spread. You understand what I'm saying? That's the swastika, family. What we think is, racist and all that other bullshit. Because we don't understand what's up. So this book is a must. Like this, it go in like I say, I just got it, but he go in. He going in, like, obviously he ain't gonna say y'all this was Moors and blah blah blah. But he talk about Arabs. The Arab findings are like numerous. Damn, where was that at? Nah, hold up. All right, the Arab connection. We talking about how Columbus had access to Arab maps. Another account is that the 20th century Arabic geographer Muhammad blah 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 described a trip to America in 1154. You see that? 1154. He took a trip to America. Okay, so it's way before Columbus. The Arab connection to America, cause Moors. All right, I ain't gonna say more. But you gotta know what's up. Now, I think my phone is the battery low down. All right, just think that should last though. Guys of the Cataclysm, must have. I already did a video about that. He showed Fez. There it is. He showed Fezes in antiquity, right? The Negroes with their Fezes on, right? This is in Colombia, Mexico. These men were Phoenicians. You see what I'm saying? The Negroes were Phoenicians. All right, real simple. So anytime you see that, know that fish people, same thing. Nate guys, same thing. That's why I'm telling y'all get these books together specifically because they all talking about the same thing. You see what I'm saying? You can get a good understanding. This one right here, nigga. Nigga, this shit here, nigga. Man, this is a heavy book. Came out like the 20s. It's just heavy, man. Just all around, I'll show you where it says America. Look at this. Okay. He was the guy Quetzalcoatl of Mexico. Peru. He was called Amaru. From the latter, talking about Amaru, name comes our word America. America is literally translated land of the plumed serpents. Come on, fam. The priest of this God of peace, Islam, from their chief center in Cordoba, once ruled both Americas. See, America from Amaru, more. Many of y'all gonna quit playing. And then this book here, sum it up. She straight up said in here too. Let me see. Southwest. It may be argued that the American continent earliest inhabitants were possibly the Negroes. I have found some ground for belief in this idea. Admittedly, a large number of Negroes entered America in the late historical times as slaves. Yeah. But I see no reason to believe that this is a sufficient argument to account for all the Negroes in America. All right? So they're going to say that, of course. But if all you got to do is go look up the slave thing. That's already been debunked. Where's the ships? Need a lot of ships to do that type of shit. The origin of the Negro race is admittedly lost in antiquity. You see that? They don't even know how old we are, family. And the reason they don't know how old we are, because like the Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, time never was when man was not. You understand? European Cro-Magnon man is just an American continent. That's black folks, family. Don't think just because it says European, family, original everything. Look, ancient and modern Brits. It said European, right? Ancient and modern Brits will show you. That's why you read all these books together, and they all tell you the truth together. Ain't none of these Europeans ain't none of these irresponsible white people gonna tell you everything. You gotta put it together, but they telling you enough in these books right here. Just these books right here. What's that? 10 books? 12? The figures is 12, right? And I'm the 13. Peace.